What's going on, guys? TJ Got Kicks 89 here, back with another DC Lynx reissue video exclusively for you guys. This one came especially from one of my homies, Devin, who's on Instagram, who has been reaching out to me saying that he enjoys my video, and he even gave me a quick heads up of when these were going to release in Asia. And he sent a DM right about, I want to say, March to April, which was around Raya time, and he said DC Japan was already having its pairs releasing and whatsoever based on the people that he knows around there, and there was no official date release of the shoe coming here. And I want to say about 2 weeks ago, I was just on Shopee scrolling, and lo and behold, the last pair of US 9 was there, and I just had to check out. So if you read the title of this video, you are now checking out the DC Lynx OG in the off-white team colorway. But before that, let's go into the packaging of how the rebranded, the new ownership of DC Malaysia sent their packages in. And they sent this one, I believe this is an Indonesian pair because it has the Indonesian tags in there, whereas previously DC Malaysia shipped its shoes from Australia. Now we have it from the Jakarta web store or the Indonesian web store. So it came in this box, and I mean, I'm just saying that they did a pretty good job with making sure that the package arrived safely, and there's like no bubbling, no, what do you call those? Those bubble things inside, but you get the box. And I'll be honest with you, when I first opened this box, I didn't expect to see this box. I expected to see the blue big DC logo box, but apparently the Lynx OGs here in Malaysia comes in this black box, which is used for its standard skateboarding performance models. Some lifestyle models come in this box, but when you check the tag, it says it is the DC Lynx OG in the off-white yellow green colorway. That is my size US 9, just right over there. And it's just your standard DC box. This will probably just go away but this is what the shoe looks like inside, and I am very happy to have this pair, obviously, because much like the team edition, the navy orange sail colorway, or the one that Rebecca doubled up for me from Barcelona, that was almost impossible to have. But I figured out that not long after I posted the video, Showroom Skate had them on the website and in store, and I missed out on the size US 9. So, but I'm not mad, but I'm happy I have these nonetheless. Let's talk about these shoes. So the DC Lynx off-white, or the team edition, which most of the Sabotage guys like Kevin Bilyeu, Ja have blown up on Instagram close to about October to November of last year. They posted these three shoes. It was this, the navy, white, orange, and then the navy with the red trimming, which I believe is going to be coming out soon. I hope those land here in Malaysia as well. But we have these, which is, I think, the second part of that new DC ownership pack. And I don't think they want to take the DC Lynx out of the line anytime soon. I just think that they will probably be approaching it much like a quick strike release a la Nike, which is to make this shoe just a little bit more exclusive, elusive, so that you'll be on the hunt for it. And I'm all for it, because obviously the skate shoe market, especially the DC Lynx market, is not overflooded with a lot of people, and that's okay with me. So the DC Lynx off-white, or the team editions as I call it, I believe this was also one of the OG colorways around the 2001-2003 area timeline, and this was more so kind of in line with like the original construction of the DC Lynx, which was to use a lot of mesh to keep the weight down and increase breathability, so they say, but also have the PAL AB 2000 material used in high wear areas to obviously protect the shoe and provide its structural rigidity and durability. So this is I want to say the first version of the DC Lynx that came out like this was a Brian Wenning, obviously the brown orange colorway, and then it was the Sabotage, the blue and baby blue, the dark blue and the baby blue, and then it was the Pop Trading Co. I want to say, but the Pop Trading Co. had like a mesh material here, and the other parts were leather, and I think only those probably. But this is a very welcome addition to my DC Lynx collection, obviously. Let's just go over the colorways and the materials so I'm not dragging this too long. But it's this off-white colorway, obviously, going all over around the shoe. The mesh parts obviously are a little bit more lighter because they've got the foam backing the mesh. But on the toe cap you have the PAL AB material going all around, and same with the T-toe part up front. White small DC logo just right over there. Going over to the side you have that mesh material that I said, which is increasing breathability, but just kind of adds like a different dimension to the shoe in and of itself. You've got a 3D DC logo right there over on the middle part of the shoe, stamped in. Same PAL AB toe cap material in the front you get for the heel stripe. On the back you have the white off-white pull tab with the DC logo stamped in. Over here you've got this off-white what is it called, like an air intake area, basically rubberized over there. And the same thing you get on this side, same thing you get on this side. Going up you've got one set of off-white laces, so if you rip this, good luck trying to find this colorway. I hope you can find this colorway if you actually do skate and rip this pair of laces. I want to actually go over this the lace hole at the end over there, and actually it says what's it say? It says Duca del Cosma, which I believe used to actually say DC Shoe Company USA all around there. But hey, it's a small minor detail that you're not going to be really noticing, obviously, once you put it on your feet. On the tongue you've got the DC Shoe Company USA logo on the tongue stripe, I want to say that's what it's called, in green, and on the top you've got a DC logo in yellow. On the inside, as you can tell, can you tell? But it's the same green that is used for the white, the lettering across that tongue tag, and it's on the inside on the footbed. And you have a yellow DC logo just right on there on the heel. Same green coloring on the tongue and the back of the tongue. I do want to say that this insole seems kind of like a little bit more easier to pull out on this pair compared to the other pairs. I think yes you can actually pull it out, and that's what the insole looks like on your DC Lynx. It may be a different material than what was used on like the original retro run, which was in 2017 onwards, like the gray reds, the Sixth Sense navies, the Brian Wennings, and all of those. So this kind of seems like a much more different, denser, softer material, I guess. And I hope this translates to comfort, because I haven't put this on yet. I just got this and then shot this review exclusively for you guys. So the DC Lynx midsole is obviously the one that says DC Shoe Company USA on the back. This is also the midsole that is used on the Lukodas and the hybrid Jean Michael Basket Lynx. And what was that shoe? It was a hybrid between the Lynx, and it wasn't the Lynx Metric, but it was a hybrid between the Lynx and, yeah, I forgot. But basically I think sorry, no, the Jean Michael Basquiat did not use this outsole. It was actually the DC Lynx upper with the Legacy OG outsole. Sorry guys. But you get this off-white midsole, it's cup sole obviously, and you have the green pill pattern outsole with the DC logo in the middle, and the Impact ALG right there in yellow at the heel, just right over there. So pretty happy to have this shoe. I'm just gonna show how I know it's from the Indonesian side, which is there. Quicksilver Indonesia tag just right over there. And also yeah, that's basically it. Sepatu bagian atas kulit, pelapis, tekstil, sole, karet rubber. Yeah, so that's the Indonesia tag, and that's basically it, guys. This is the an awesome pair to have in my collection. I'm hunting for a second pair of this just to like put in the vault, because one to rock, one to stock, because I just also sent over my my gray red DC Lynx, the first colorway that retroed, for resale, and I was kind of like geeking out on like the contents of the interior. I think Andrew Reynolds did this on his page, but it's kind of just interesting to see the innards of the Lynx in hand. And I know that there's no midsole in here, it's just the crate style sole with the Impact ALG just as a puck on this in the heel. But it's just nice to see, and it just adds for wearability, and you can collect this basically. So if they sort of like de-sole on you, you just send it to your guy. If you don't want to stitch it around, send it to a professional who can glue it back up, and you can just go about your day. And these lasts, dude, like there. I just sold one, the white and black one, the one that Thiago Lemos wore religiously when he was with DC. But yeah, just happy to have this in my collection, and I'll stop blabbering. I promise you guys this won't go on too long. But that is the shoe, and I'm not gonna like throw like full HD B-roll on this, because you guys know what this shoe looks like, and I hope this is enough just as like as a B-roll for you guys. Trying to just get this out. And I actually also want to give a huge shout out to two people that have been reaching me out on Instagram and have been supporting me, and who are quite influential in nature. Firstly, I want to give a really big shout out to Tyler from Stashed Laces. Thank you so much for your messages on Instagram, on both my TJ Got Kicks 89 and also on my personal Instagram. I want to thank Devin Bickle, who reached out to me on Instagram and was like telling that a lot of the Skate Shoe Wars guys also watch my video, comment on it. There are haters, there are also people who actually like my content. I want to thank you so much. Thank you guys for staying tuned to my channel. Thank you for making me actually, because I'm not sponsored on this channel. This channel is not monetized, obviously, so all of this is just my income that I'm using just to kind of like fund the hobby or love that I have for old school skate shoes and shoes in general, because I also review other shoes, right? But thank you guys, Tyler and also Devin Bickle. Thank you so much, guys. And also everyone else that has actually been reaching out. Matthias Boca 12, Kalis has yet to reach out to me, so that will be the day when Kalis reaches out to me and sends me like pairs and whatsoever. That will be the dream. But until then, guys, this is TJ Got Kicks 89 from hot and sunny Malaysia. Yes, I am sweating, but I hope you guys enjoyed the review of this, the team edition off-white DC Lynx OGs. And this has been your boy TJ Got Kicks 89. I'm out. See you guys for the next one. Peace. It's upside down, so